Right, this is a quick video. Well, I say quick, it's not really. It's about some stuff I got from Aliexpress. I got these pliers from Aliexpress. They've got a sort of like a wire stripper piece here, cutter piece here, shearer, a grip here, V-grip, and I've also got a V-grip in a nose. And there's some quite good stuff on there at the moment, very cheap. Here I've got another couple of tools. I don't know if anybody does the old brake shoes. That's for the spring, and if anybody's tried putting on or taking off brake shoes, there's a horrible spring that tries to break your fingers. And then there's this. Now, when you put brake shoes on, you put a pin through the back once you've got your shoes on place, and then there's a little thing that you push on and turn, and it locks the pin and the shoe together. And you can use pliers, but for what it was, I think those 3 tools there were free postage. They're less than £8. But there's that. What else have I got? Oh, I got these as well. Wobble sockets. There's a 1/2 inch wobble socket. Got a little bit of a spring going on in there somewhere, as you can see. And that's 1/2 inch, 3/8, and a 1/4. Little wobble sockets, and they're very good for what they are and what I paid for them. I think they were about £2 for all 3, and free postage. And also got these. These are little rubbers that fit on to your brake caliper bleeding nipple, and you have these tubes. They won't come out of the packet very easily. Look, that one did, but they got on there. There's a little arrow. I don't know if you can see it there. Obviously this would go in there, that would go on there. When you pump the brake, the fluid runs here and out, but it can't, no air can go back inwards because it's a one-way valve. It'll only allow fluid in there that way, and it won't allow fluid in there back. And again, it was cheap. So if you bleed your own brakes, you know, car maintenance, we're building up a nice little bit of kit there. That was, again, cheap. It came most probably with the wobble sockets. I ordered them most probably at the same time. Buy 3 things and they're free postage. And these 3 things came to less than £6. Right, what else have we got? We got some stuff that turned up today. This isn't necessarily all car related, so we'll see what we get next. I bought one, well I bought 2 actually. I gave one to the wife, and she quite likes it, and I think it's a good idea. Those I may have gone overboard. Yeah, there's 5 there, so I've had 7 of those in total, and they're basically, let me get this out here. There's something else in there. I'll leave that for a minute. What it is, it's a nice big blob You can cover anything up. It dries fairly quickly, and people that are doing YouTube and stuff and they want to hide their address, it works really well. Right, I'm going to get rid of that. I don't need that anymore. What else have we got? Oh, we got this. Bugger knows what this is. Oh, the sanding drums for a mini grinder thing. His name I can't say because they're not for them, not made by them. You know what I mean. Mini grinder, little sanding drums. You get this out the packet, and that screws in there, and then that fits into the grinder, spins round, and sands stuff off. To be honest, I think they're rubbish, but you know, it didn't cost me much. I'll put my scissors away. Let me get my scissors again. Now then, we've got this packet here. I don't know what's in here. There's all the stuff, and then I don't bother until it turns up knowing what it is. Doesn't say on the front. All this stuff comes from Aliexpress. I don't know if I can get the scissors in there. I don't use knives. I do, but not for opening letters and envelopes. Ah, yes. Right, I've got a lot of these coming, different types. This might be in another packet. These are 6mm thumb turns. Now, I've got a Freelander, and on the headlight you've got two 10mm headed 6mm bolts to hold the headlight in. So there's 4 in total, 2 each side. You just undo them and you can take the headlight out. And I thought, oh, rather than using a spanner or a socket, I'll try thumb turns. So I won't need to have that with me when I want to change a bulb or anything. I can just whip it out. I'll put those there. I'll get this other packet. I don't know what's in here. It's in a green packet. Again, no description. Bit of Chinese writing, but makes it more fun for when you're opening it up, doesn't it? So let's see what we got. These are the ones I didn't really think would be any good, and they're not. Thumb turns like that, but a smaller, well, a much taller head and a much smaller diameter, which isn't going to be any good for what I want, but they were cheap, so I get that. So that's those. Oh. I've got another packet. That's a big bag. This came out of another bag. So when did I order it? 6th of the 10th? No, 10th of the 6th at 12:30. There we go. That's all open. What we got? Oh, we've got another packet. Don't tell me that's another brake thing, because I only ordered one. That's empty. That's another one. Okay, put that to one side for a minute. Let's see what's in here. I've got no idea why I've ordered pipe. Hang on, what does it say? 468 heat shrink. Oh, heat shrink. That's right. I did order some heat shrink with the adhesive inside. 1 meter length in theory. near enough. 4 to 1, so that will reduce to nothing. That's heat shrink. It's supposed to have the glue inside. It's very stiff, the heat shrink. Mind you, so is this pack one, because this will be the next size up, I think. Well, it could be the next size down. Let's have a look, see. Yeah, it's the next size up. Again, a bit stiff. Oh, I could cut a bit off. Yeah, let's move that out of the way for a second and just see. So I'm just trying to see if I can get, oh, I use my lighter, but I think I'm nearly out of gas. Well, it certainly shrinks down. I can't see any. Ooh. If there is glue, there's not much of it. Oh, silly bugger. Oh, there is glue because it just stuck together. So yeah, that'll be fine. I might be able to get that off, but then I never use it. But what else we got here? Got this one packet, and I know what this is. I got this for the wife. I'm not sure what that's for. Ah, that might be for mounting this thing. Well, nope. Nope. Well, I assume that was for mounting it in a. God, truth. Wouldn't want to shove that in my bloody ventilation pane, would you? No, that doesn't turn. So there's no. You can't bend this down to open up because it's this solid on the front, and so you'd just be shoving that into your vane. I suppose a little upturn here holds it in, and you've got a ball joint, but I would not break your vents totally. Let's see what we've got. USB-C, and if we go by the colour coding, what's that? Is that a USB 3A, is it? I don't know what the orange is. What we got here, oh, magnetic ring, and this fits on the ball joint. Again, it doesn't go on very well. It does now. I suppose that clipped over that and that stuff somewhere, and then you've got a magnetic ring you can't get off. But anyway, that's good. Obviously for induction charging of phones. How well it works is another matter. I do have, it's too big. I was going to say I've got one of these things knocking around. I had it for ages, but know what to do about this. So I could cut it off flush. It's got a small screw now. I don't know what. There's a screw in there. No. Yeah. Does it light up? You'll have to take my word for it, I think. Because oh, hang on. Let's get one of me. Yeah, that's just pieces. That might have been long enough. That goes in like that. That's supposed to be USB-C. Oh, little light comes on. Well, you'd need a phone that does it, and my phone doesn't do that. It's a doogie, but it hasn't got, you know, induction charging. But the wife's got an iPad phone that does. So I'll take that out there, put those back, and that was me little bag of stuff. And I'm disappointed in this clip, this mounting bracket. I'll have to modify this somehow to use it. And the idea would, you'd plug it into your cigarette, sorry, your 12 volt, what are they called now? Adapt, well, what used to be a cigarette lighter socket, and you plug it into that, and then this, and on my car, the socket goes on and off with the ignition. I wouldn't, God knows what this is, fucking hell. Sorry, got carried away there. That is one strong magnet on there. Hold that on. I'll put that even through that bag. It holds on. Right. So that's what that is. And basically, this is just stuff you can get on eBay. Sorry, on Aliexpress, not eBay. Very cheaply. And I think it's all good fun. So I've got that, I've got sun turns. I've got some more sun turns coming, I hope, which hopefully will be about this size, but they've got a little bit below it, so they don't go down flush. They sort of stand up about a small 1/8 inch. I've got the inks, the little sanding discs. Oh, I need tools. So that's it. I suppose it's all right. I think so, for what I paid. And oh yeah, of course I've got this stuff as well, the swivel socket and the brake lead, and there's other stuff. Oh, I got this. I got this. I thought this was good, handy. And, you know, when you're trying to measure your head for a hat, don't know if anybody still does. I do now and again. You can put it around yourself, and it should lock, and you can measure the diameter of something. You know, your waist, your head, your chest, your muscular arms, all that sort of stuff. And you go boom, and it's zipped up. And it's a handy little thing. I got that previously. Nothing else. There are other bits that I got, but they're not of any interest at all. Not to me or to you, I shouldn't think. Not that this is likely to be of interest to many people, judging by the amount of people that view my channel. So that's it. End of. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and enjoy yourself.